Welcome in the newest lesson. I want to talk right now about what to do if you cannot find the crystals in the color combination that you are looking for, or you have only small amount of the crystals in the colors that you want to work with and you don't know how to create a beautiful design with just limited amount of crystals, right? And I want to show you an example of what is possible when you work with DRUZY goddess. And I want to show you here an example of artwork that I recently created. Is something which was in the color peach. It was requested by the customer, and the customer chose this specific color combination, and I was struggling a little bit with finding the crystals that are gonna match this color combination, and I found this beautiful lace agate here, and I was having a couple of crushed shells and of course clear quartz points, which are always in my collection, but I was struggling with making beautiful advanced design which, with such a small and limited amount of crystals. And this is where the DRUZY goddess and the casted highlights are coming in place and are helping you to achieve another level of design with just a small addition of some extra effects. And I was working specifically with the peach color here as the highlights. This is the moon goddess element, and here as well. And this is the highlights. Those are the highlights which were from the monster mold I was showing you, but I decided to add a little bit of the color into the casted highlight. This way I was able to get also this a little bit different color. And here as well, just adding the moon goddess and adding also some elements of the peach DRUZY here was allowing me to just use, in this small combination, there's just like 2 crushed pieces of shell and 1 real crystal. And this is not something to replace the crystals in general, is to make more advanced composition and beautiful effects that are not maybe easily, it's something that you want to achieve, something that you want to create, but you just cannot find those pieces and the elements. And here I want to show you just the different highlights with DRUZY that you can create, depends on the color palette that you will be working with. And this is just a couple of different colors of the DRUZY goddess with some blues, teals and greens. Here are different greens and teals. You can create your own clusters in a color combination of your choice. Here is just black and white together. It's also very unique look and very elegant and classy. You can work with just black. Here's also black and white. And you can play in between, adding different proportion of black and white, to achieve different effects. Here is moon goddess, which is like granite look with a little bit of violet dream, which is something that is resemble amethyst. And you can create those highlights from just how you mix in the cups the pre-made DRUZY, and you put it on the silicone mat or the plastic mat to let them cure, let the resin cure, and they are ready to go on the next day. And here you have a beautiful shades. I'm not having any sun today, so I hope that you can see nicely, but you have very delicate pinks, which is Ida's blush and Persephone's peony, together with some white. You can create very advanced looks. Here is moon goddess with siren whisper, which is like very teal looking green blue ocean color, and just regular white. This is the DRUZY in regular white with diamond kiss on top for the sparkle. And here we have leftovers from the project I was working on, where is white and the peach together. And those pre-casted highlights from different options of the DRUZY you can use. Here are different colors of the pinks and violets together. And yeah, I think you have a good understanding of how to work with it. If you precast them and they're already in this pre-made cured version. You can work with them on any surface you want. You can add them on your piece on top of the DRUZY next to the crystals if the shape and the size is something that it's perfectly working with your composition. But you can also use them as a highlights on any kind of functional art, on any kind of ornaments, trays, and stuff like that. So this is why I'm using DRUZY Goddess, and this is how it can save you from actually not being able to search and shop for specific color of the crystal if you are not coming from a point of creating the design around crystals, but you want a specific color in your interior and you cannot find them. And those DRUZY Goddess pre-made DRUZYs are in 18 different colors. So I hope that this lesson is very helpful and is opening your mind on the possibilities and options that are available for you, and like how, you know, the possibilities are limitless with those extra additions. And it's also allowing you to make a perfect blend between the crystal and the DRUZY. So it's not like this is color crystal and here is white DRUZY. It's like a perfect gradation of the color and softness. This way you can achieve very sophisticated and very unique look. So I'm hoping it's gonna help you with having new ideas for your own composition. And I'm gonna talk about building the heart of the geode in the next lessons, and we are gonna do all of this work that was on our specific project, which is the blue and white with the celestite. We are gonna do all of it together. So I'm so excited to meet you in the next lesson, where we are gonna start to put all of those beautiful ingredients of DRUZY Goddess and the crystals into action. So I'm gonna see you in there.